Took you so long. What took you so long? I had to put away my groceries. Nah, it took like 10 minutes. That should be hard though, I'm not gonna lie. Practice? Talk about practice. Shit, you better. This fucking Brown team is not that good. I like them though.
Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome.
Yeah, with that team pulling up shit, bro.
Loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready
the Titans are raw, bro. What are you talking about? In that Dream League or a different league?
Past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Yeah, good luck, my fella. I said good luck, you son of a bitch.
First down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Fuck you. So loud, dude. What the fuck?
33-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all
I think I already got 7 interceptions in the season, bro.
Exactly
Baker Mayfield.
Interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. Now Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up on a former first-round pick.
Playing for the other team.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
My big brother. He just picked me up.
In our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out
Thanks,
to their
bum.
defense that the other defense is rated higher than
Yo, some
them.
user was complaining about you last week, but you always motion.
And they responded to the challenge.
And an alley to run.
Some, did you play the Bucks last week?
13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize.
That you kept motioning.
They'll take that one all day.
What did he say? Let me turn this down. Hold up.
Down by the defense, you've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yeah.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Tight end left. No. Check. Patriot. Check. Hot route. Hot. All right, now, lucky 56.
Damn, stop doing it.
A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Demario Davis there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Leopard! Leopard!
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
Mayfield on play action, rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Ginn. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Hey, 4 down. Monday. 36. 5-8. Got it. Ready, my check.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
11. 5-5. Check 3. Ready, my check.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
21. Nice, 57.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Landry, agile footwork. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Mayfield now on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Landry, the intended target. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Got it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go. Easy. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm coming. Under. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after 11. 5'8". Back. Monday.
Breeze now on 1st down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his 1st career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the 1st round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Gun!
Mayfield on first down. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third down, Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley. There he goes, right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Second down, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones They find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Switch. Got it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Kill. Monday. 95-56. 11.
On second down, here's Breeze. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Breeze going to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. They begin this drive with Chubb. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
Mayfield looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Gone! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Be ready.
Over. Pass!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Wk1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on first down. Chubb. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his pick.
The first NFL touchdown for Georgia's Nick Chubb, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And some room to work. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
11. Under. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. 12. Check it out. Ready, push that.
On first down, Breeze. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
21.
Now a toss going left. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The return man is Hill. Dances by him. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Hey, two. Got it. Eyes up. Easy, kill. Check.
They start the second half with Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Check. Under. Got it. 57's the mic.
Breeze to throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the gun, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
11. Ready,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Check!
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Easy, kill!
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Watson has it right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey.
Go Delta.
4 down.
Go Delta.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Go Delta.
Check. 4 down.
Go Delta. Ready.
Motion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. A first down throw for Mayfield. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mayfield now. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yes! 21. 12. Ready, like that.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And this is Central Florida's Traquan Smith, his first NFL catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Get set. Hey, easy. Got it. I got it. Like that.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
21. Play set.
Now Breeze on third down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Why'd you accept that, ho?
Easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Good, 21. Watch the edge. You go tight. You got tight right there. Okay.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Mayfield on play action. He finds an opening past the 40. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Ken Crowley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Fuck you, Pecho.
A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after
blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They pitch it to Chubb. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Gun! 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 Gun!
The mic, 4-7's the mic.
Detroit! Detroit!
Watch the run.
Third and long for Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. He's got daylight. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. This is caught. And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They got another first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 40.
12. 5-1.
Whip.
Got it.
Watch the whip.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Kill. 21. 11. Got it. 12. Hey, kill.
Breeze now on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hey, left. 28 left. Check. 21. 5-1. Over. Let's go, D. High 4. Hey, let's go.
On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A run for Nick Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Woo! You got him. You got him. You got him.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Browns on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Gun!
Mayfield. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 4 down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Set. Hey, 4 down.
Breeze is looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to get it running right, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Four down. Here we go now. 3-19.
They run it again with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Over. Four down. Even.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes back. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. I'm on your turf again.